Hi, it's Mark, and welcome to the White Rice Review. I've got 6 products. I'm going to do a quick little introduction, and then over the next day or so, I'm going to just try one at a time and give you my thoughts, and then edit this thing down into a nice, concise little episode. So first up, we have MRE Star long grain white rice. We have MRE Nation rice white instant. Plain rice by Beyond the Beaten Track. We have cooked rice in a plastic microwavable bowl. I have high hopes for this product. And this is what precipitated my rice review. This is jasmine rice, already cooked in a pop-top can. What do they think of next? So this is my everyday rice that I prepare. This is Kokuho Rose, and it's available everywhere. And my rice cooker, and I'm going to be using this as a benchmark to compare and contrast this other stuff. So let's time travel. Bye. Alright everybody, first up we have long grain white rice from MRE Star. It has a date code of the 19th day of 2018. I bought this a couple years ago off of the Epicenter. So I've got a few of these packs stashed away. Let's open this up and see what we have. I've already preheated this in some hot water. There we go, we'll dump some out. Hey, that's roughly half of the envelope. It smells like rice. This thing's been stored very well, like in a basement with a pretty good even temperature. It has a very stale taste. Borders quite not rice in its texture. Let's see. Well, it's not very sticky. Kind of fails the chopstick test. I don't think I would recommend using this as a filler for beef stew or anything like that. It really has a weird taste, and I think it would degrade anything it was added to. So I think this is definitely a fail. Sorry to hear that. Okay, next we have Beyond the Beaten Track. I think this is typically in British ORPs and such. It has a production date of March 29th, 2017 and a best before of March 2020. So we're out of date. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, so the last one, the MRE Star, the previous review, that I'd give that like a 3 out of 10. So this has a tear notch, but the rice is pretty close to the top there, and I don't want to make a mess. I'm just going to take it off with a scissors here. This is on the warm side. Okay. This pack was very hard, and it's still retaining that, that shape of the pouch. Let's pull some of this stuff out and we'll give it a look here. So you can see a lot of clumping and whatnot. All right. Here we go, so you can take a look at the pouch. It needs to be broken up to look a little more appetizing. It's got a kind of an off smell to it. Okay. This is not bad. It has great texture, has a very good nutty rice taste to it. It does have 1 gram of salt added, and I can taste that. But this would be very good. I could eat this alone with a little bit of soy sauce or something, maybe a little kimchi, and it would definitely be a good addition and a filler to a beef stew of any kind. Let's see how it does with the chopsticks. Well, this is very good. This I will give a 6 out of 10. And I think the other rices that I have are all going to be within their Best Buy dates, and they should really have that fresh quality to them. So we'll see what happens. But 6 out of 10, maybe 7. So, okay. All right, everybody. We have right here MRE Nation's Rice White Instant. I've already done the 4 ounces of boiling water, and we are on minute number 8, which is what they prescribed for prepping it. Feels nice and full in there. This has a date of production of September 27th, 2019. Ooh. Has a nice rice flavor. And it looks perfectly rehydrated just by taking a gander at it. Still nice and steamy. We'll just take 2 teaspoons out. I think the doggies love rice, and I think they'll have the rest of this. So here's the envelope. Smells great. Has a nice movement to it in the bowl. Let's see how she tastes. Really good texture. It's very clean. This is a rice that could be eaten just by itself. I'm loving it. That's very good. Hats off to MRE Nation and whoever their packer is. It rehydrated excellently. Can't stop eating it. On a scale of 1 to 10, that is That is an 8. Maybe 8.5. I'm allowing some room up near the 10s when I finally get to my daily rice from the Asian market. Okay, see you in a little bit for the next one. Let's see what we have here. This is the rice, cooked rice in a bowl. Best before February 2021, so it is very fresh. Came from Amazon, Otaji brand, and it is a product of South Korea. So I gave it the 2-minute as per instructions in the microwave. So let's open this up. Peels very easily, very moist. This looks delicious, just looking at it. Okay. Let's see, let's put the bowl over here. Sniff test. This has the least rice smell of all the brands and products that I've tested up till now. It's very gluteny, very sticky, which I like in a rice because it's going to be easy to use chopsticks. Let's give it a little taste and see. Looks really hot. Not sure what type of rice this is. Doesn't really say, but it's very, very sticky. It literally has no taste. This is something that's going to need soy sauce or whatever you put on rice or add rice to. But this is literally the most inert rice that I've ever tasted. Has a really good texture. I like the sticky texture of this rice, but it doesn't have any of the nutty flavor that rice that I'm used to has. So it's kind of interesting. So because of that, I think on a 1 to 10, I'd give this a 7. Because it's just, to me, it's kind of eh. But I love the convenience of this. I mean, this with a little soy sauce and some kimchi on the side, and maybe some pickled radish, would be a great little snack. And I know my doggies love rice, my Jack Russells, and they're going to have the rest of this part of their dinner tonight. So, all right, everyone. Second to last rice product review. This thing's piping hot. I've had this in boiling water for about 8 minutes or so. This is Nature's Greatest Foods Organic White Jasmine Rice, canned, and it is a product of Thailand. It is readily available on Amazon. Fresh. It is best before March 30th of 2021. So let's pop this top. No hiss? Oh. This is a really hard. There we go. Became easy all of a sudden. All right, let's see what we have. Smells very nice. It has a great rice aroma. Ooh. Something is amiss. Oh, here we go. It has a very crusty top to it. Maybe it's just this one particular can, but I'm just kind of breaking it up a little bit. It feels crusty on the top and very nice inside. So let's take the crusty part off. Let me give it a quick little test. This crusty part, it kind of is very reminiscent of the Beyond the Beaten Track British rice. Not as bad as I thought. Let's dump the whole thing out, get to the bottom, see what the rice is there. Now it's on the top. It has a little bit more flavor than the Korean rice, but not much. And I think I prefer that rather than this. I had high hopes for canned rice. I thought it was just kind of a neato sort of way of having rice. No. I take that back. Every mouthful I've taken of this rice has been different. It's not as sticky and glutinous and starchy as the Korean rice. It has a mushier finish. So I prefer that microwave rice in the plastic bowl to this. And I gave that a 6. I'm going to have to give this a 5.5. But I think, you know, these are all being tested and reviewed by their lonesome. And you're always going to have, you know, something with it. And I think this would be a really good way of transporting rice to the field in a nice rugged can. We'll call this a 5.5 to 6. Maybe 6. I think it's a 6 because I like the aspect of the can. The can gives it a half a point. So I've got a batch of fresh rice in the cooker, and that'll be our last review, and that's going to be the benchmark for all these other prepackaged products. All right, everyone, here we go. The last rice taste test. Here's a fresh steaming bowl out of my Black & Decker rice cooker. And this is made with the This brand is Kokuho Rose, and it is California grown. And that is my go-to rice when I go to the Asian market and pick it up. So let's check this out. Has good flakiness. It smells lovely. It's got a nice, nutty, fresh smell coming off of this thing. And unlike the other previous rices that didn't have any taste, this tastes like rice. I think everybody knows what rice tastes like, but it's a very subtle flavor. Lovely. This I will give, I'll give it a 9. Won't give it a 10, but I'll give it a 9. I think it would have to be made probably in a sushi restaurant to get it to that kind of 10 caliber. Wonderful. So, I grew up in an Asian household, and there was always rice, very little pasta. So, this is kind of like whenever I came home from school and I asked my mother for a snack, she pretty much would do this. She'd give me a bowl of fresh rice, and I would just pour a little bit of soy sauce over it, and probably add a little furikake. This is pretty much bonito tuna flakes, sesame seeds, and some other spices in there. Pretty much kind of looks like fish food a little bit, but it tastes great. The sesame seeds really give it a nice punch. And the one thing I would always do is have a fried egg and put a fried egg on top. And this makes a great, really nice meal. You could eat it for breakfast or pre-dinner snack when you got home from school, watching Lost in Space on the black and white TV. So, and break that yolk up. Egg yolk and white rice with a little soy sauce, that's heaven. This stuff is great. I actually bought this on Amazon. Everything's on Amazon. Here I have a little bit of kimchi. One of my reviews, probably coming up soon, I'm going to go to H Mart. I saw on the shelf, of all things, kimchi in a can rather than just usually you find it in a refrigerator section in glass jars. But they've got canned sushi there, so I'm going to buy a can and tell you guys what that's all about. Having a hard time with these chopsticks. Come on. That kimchi is great. This is pickled daikon radish. Very crunchy. I'm not going to worry about these chopsticks. Time for the fork and the spoon. Okay. Well, I'm glad we had this time together to go over such a kind of a mundane sort of food item. But I just wanted to do it and have you guys come along for the ride. So I'll see you soon.